Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back with a small Rome 2 action for you today, and we have a glorious 3v3 with some great players here today. We have the not epic gamer Carthage, who is playing as Carthage, who is the one that sent in this replay, and he is joined by Halo Aloy, I don't know how to pronounce the name, I do apologise, playing as Kush all the way over there, and then we have Pixelated Apollo, who is playing as RDI. So yes, we have the one and the only Pixelated Apollo in this replay. So this is probably going to be a really good replay, I'm sure of it. And then we also have, on the defense today, we have Long Nightmare, who's playing as Rome. We have Templar Knight playing as Nabatea. And then we have Pefko playing as Athens, who we cannot see yet, I don't think, because he's not brought an Artie. But yeah, so we have three defenders defending Alexandria to the last man. And they are facing three attackers. And we've got interesting choice of factions here. Obviously, RDI are more of a seen as a defensive faction, but I'm interested to see how like Apollo can use these more like a much more like superior like spear faction on the assault. It's going to be interesting to see. Oh, again, Athens as well. Not usually a faction I often see play, but it's a pretty decent defensive faction. We're certainly interested to see how they play. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing Rome 2 content and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show support. Also, feel free to send in some Rome 2 replays. I am always looking for more of them. I do really enjoy playing this game, and I know a lot of you guys enjoy seeing the Rome 2 content. So yeah, I will definitely try to get some more replays. If you have any, definitely join the Discord to send them in. It's the best way to send them in. The link is down below in the description, as always. But yeah, it seems like Kush is going to be the first one to reach the walls. He's got his Shotel warriors that are going to be up first onto the walls. Then looks like Carthage will be soon joining him, but he is not going to be landing on the walls. He's going to be knocking the walls down with his tortoises here. And then it seems like Apollo will be the final player to probably arrive, and he's also knocking down some breaches. Looks like he's going to do like a triple taunt and probably knock down a massive chunk of this wall here, make a really nice big choke point. Looks like he may be facing Nabatea, which is probably the easiest one probably for him to face. Maybe Athens, because Athens doesn't really have masses of swords either. But yeah, certainly probably the one he wants to face. Nabatea is probably the weakest. Rome against Kush is probably a bad matchup here. He's got auxiliary infantry. And we've got Hastadi. I mean, he's bringing a light army in fairness. So he's bringing like the right stuff to counter Kush with. The Hastadi being a really good counter to the Shotels, because Shotel infantry is really good at doing armor piercing. So you've got auxiliary spears on the wall, and they look like they're about to engage the Shotels here. And there we go, that epic charge to start off the battle. There's some auxiliaries now fighting. I don't often see the auxiliary infantry, to be honest. I don't know what the funds were, but usually they're not brought because, well, you have more funds, so people bring more elite stuff. But they could definitely be pretty useful in this scenario. You never know. There's some desert levy waiting at the gate. Looks like whatever was pushing up the gate, looks like it was some Shotel warriors. Decided not to bother with it. And as you can see here, looks like there's plenty getting now ready to defend against Apollo. We have Desert Levy, Nabatea, and Axe Warriors. Yeah, I mean, they've got some swords. They've got some decent swords, but they're not, like, amazing. He also has his own swords here, or axes, in these Mercenary Axe Warriors. So, I mean, he should be okay in breaking through. Over on this side, you can see Carthage has now knocked some holes in the wall, and it's actually been allowed into the city a little bit. And it seems like Athens is more than ready, though. He's got his Thoros spears here. He's got his Thorax swords. They're all ready. Javi's on the way. Mercenary Gallic Warriors look, they're about to go flying on in. And probably charge these Thorax swords. Come on, get a Javi volley off. Or not. And just charge it. I don't think they were ready. I don't think the Gallic Warriors actually got given the order to attack. I'm not sure. But he doesn't want to bring too much in, because these Thoros spears here will just focus them down. It'll just be an absolute like fish caught in a barrel, or whatever the term is. But I mean, they should flank around here. Carthage should flank around here. And because it seems like Athens has not got anything over there. Down here as well, Rome is holding back Kush, because obviously the Hastadi don't have great armor. They have some armor, obviously, but they're not got like, the greatest. Not like the Legionaries, which will be very susceptible to the Shotel warriors. But I mean, they are still winning. The Hastadi are still getting cut down. So I don't know. Maybe the lack of armor, like the lower armored units, is still not really working. I mean, maybe it's just quality. I mean, they are medium fighting heavy. Here we go. So it seems like Apollo is now knocking down his walls. I thought he was going to triple taunt, but he's going to put one the other side of this tower. It's not a bad idea. There you go. Killing a few Nabatean warriors, always useful to get a few extra kills. That's why I always try to like make sure to keep troops away from the wall. Just far enough away. There's a levy here getting cut down by the Shotels. No surprise there. These guys are going to do a really good job, I imagine. I mean, obviously, it's just fighting Levy. They're fighting one of the worst units in the game. Very light infantry. Already have Shotel warriors on the wall. They're breaking here. How come they're breaking? Is it Javi's here? Legion cohort jabbing up? Oh, someone's firing arrows. Who is it? Oh, it's the Berelek Singers not even firing arrows. They're throwing some stones. And then causing these Shotels to waver. The spears holding them back. Long enough for the Shotels to do... I mean, they're still winning. But I mean, it's a nice big target being formed up here. These Berelek Singers, and also the Syrians here, were getting some really nice shots. Just fire up onto that wall up there. Seems like the same kind of going on over here. They're trying to javvy these Shotels. Best way to kill them at the moment, it seems, is just to use missiles. Javvy into the side. Cut them down. You can see they're starting to drop. Oh yes, the Javis are doing a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Over on this side, seems like Carthage is wavering in a lot of spots. Look at this. There's 3 units already wavering. I mean, Gallic warriors, Scutiari are wavering and like breaking. And the other lower tiered stuff, they have got a lot of Libyans waiting outside. I mean, they don't want to be losing too many men too early. Don't want to make it too much of an impossible assault. Alexandria is a pretty tough settlement to take. Athens is actually doing a really good job with these like Thoros spears and their thorax. I forgot they had thorax, so they're actually doing okay. With the mercenaries Scutiari coming in, they're going to try and take on that massive fresh thorax unit. The Thoros spears are winning in some cases and losing in others. An interesting one. Did Carthage bring pikes? I don't think he did. I wonder if... and they're also losing a lot of these archers. Look at that, these Credans. I bet they didn't get many kills. 68. Oh, a bit of a waste, to be honest. And that's unfortunate there for Carthage, that his bit in the wall has just, like, not worked here. So he's, it's just not... He's kind of glitched out, I guess. So otherwise he'd have had, like, a breach point here. So it would have made this defense much, much harder. Because right now, Carthage can just kind of just throw in a lot of troops into this one choke point. And he's not got an issue. He can hold it forever. I mean, in fairness, though, these Gallic warriors are never going to break through. The thorax is just so much better. And there you go. They are finally going to break these thorax. I mean, with this, like, flanking around with the Scutiari, they are starting to kill them off. Slowly but surely, they are. More Shotels. That Shotel unit's finally broken. I mean, this one's nearly gone as well, down to 18 men. I'm surprised it's holding still. These auxiliaries are cutting them down with the help of the Syrian archers and the Berelek slingers. We've got some Legion cohort as well ready to go up. Kush is finding it a little bit tough, you know. I mean, I'm sure he's got more nasty stuff back here. What has he got? He's got archers. He might want to start thinking about bringing them up. Kushite pikes. Certainly those archers maybe trying to help support fight against Rome. How's Apollo doing anyway? Apollo is making some headway. He's only fighting levies, really. Find some Nabatean Axe Warriors over there with his own Axe Warriors. He seems to be making some headway. It looks like he's going to break through because these Desert Levy haven't just broken. They're going to have to send in these Axe Warriors. I mean, they should be a match, but I mean... There you go, and they go. I mean, he has gaps now that he could possibly sneak troops through, and it looks like he's going to move up. Oh no, he's not. That's just the Shotel Warriors going out the gate. I thought he was moving up some Illyrian Thoros. He's actually going through the gate though. I didn't realize this. That's always risky with the oil, but it seems like he's survived and he's actually broken through here. So Apollo's actually has got through, and he's going to be able to flank around, go for these Nabatean Axe Warriors, or maybe he'll go and like support his ally. I probably would just go and just deal with the Axe Warriors because Rome is probably too much for RDI to deal with. Carthage still slogging out in this like sort of courtyard over here. It's made some gains, but now starting to see Samnite Warriors get sent into some more heavy infantry. But they are probably losing a lot. They are fighting hard in there, and they're also, I mean, the Thorax over here. Let's get rid of the old foliage. See what's going on. Fighting Samnites now, so I mean it's a bit tougher. I mean now is a really good play if these Libyans here can flank. They can maybe just hit these Thoros on the side, get some jabbies off. I think Athens has realized it's why he's bringing up his archers. Rome's having to send over some troops, legionary cohort here, because they feel like Carthage is making too much headway, and they possibly are. Oh my gosh, the jabbies coming in though, just destroying Carthage. The old rivalry has been reignited. Samnite Warriors doing a lot of damage here. Don't know why they haven't flanked around here like Carthage. I know they haven't got much in the way of troops left, but I mean, they could have flanked here as well. Go for Thoros Spears, get these Thorax swords out of the game, and also get these Cretans on the wall. I'd be getting them on the wall and focusing down like the Thorax instead of just shooting at the Thoros Spears there. Much better angle. Seems like Rome is really containing Kush on the walls though, doing a really good job. As you can see here, Apollo is like kind of causing havoc right now on Nabatea. Nabatea is not dealing with these Illyrian Thoros Spears that are just like in behind enemy lines. General coming forward though, Rakim Palace Guard. Seems a bit early to be bringing him forward, especially when they've got Armored Desert Hoplites still on the go. But who knows? Oh no, he's sending him back now. Good. Yeah, they need to send this. This Axe Warrior is finally being sent in the right direction. As you can see, lots of swords starting to break here. So really nice done by Apollo, surrounding these troops, saving lives. Also, Kush has got troops in here, like a few hotels. Looks like we're about to see this Nabatean unit just get surrounded. There you go. They're going to get cut down probably eventually when the, as you can see, the Axe Warrior is going to probably go in behind and cut these guys down. The Axe Warrior is really, really good, like flanking unit. But not too bad on the head-on combat as well. They'll do okay. There you go, that unit's already broken. There you go, that's how you clear up a flank. Really well done there by Apollo. Now over on this side, you can see, it seems to be just absolute chaos. I mean, Carthage, he seems to be making some sort of headway, but with a lot of losses. I don't know, he's going to break these Thoros finally. Fighting down here against Rome though. The old rivalry, Carthage versus Rome. We've got the Punic Wars all over again. And it seems like Rome's having to send even more of it. I mean, he's doing such a good job at the moment against Kush. He can kind of afford to. Libyans now in against the Legion Cohort, but this Legion Cohort may just, get caught out. I mean, he's being focused by the flank. It would be better if you put these archers on the wall. Put them on the wall and you could just shoot across. Maybe, or, well, you might be worried about Rome coming up. I think Rome's still kind of having to concern itself with RDI, which obviously is now obviously able to flank Rome if potentially. But they are making a retreat, it seems like. Oh well, they're trying to Rome trying to make a retreat. We've got Kushite slave infantry coming onto the wall now to pin down the Hastati. I guess they want to try and pin as much of the Romans on the wall so RDI can finish them off. Yeah, Rome's done a really good job. Cut down a lot of Kush's troops. And they've got archers left, they've got pikes left, which is handy, but not the end of the world. We've got now we've got Illyrian Cav coming through the streets. They're going after some stuff. We've got Citizen Cav there doing their bit. Here we go, Illyrian Cav. They're going to go in. Probably going to go after Armored Desert Cavalry. I don't know. They're gonna. I don't know what they're really doing. There's a lot of cav for the defenders, and they didn't sally out at all. Don't know what they plan to do with this. Interesting. Interesting, really. I would have thought they would have sallied out with it or done something aggressive with it now, but they're getting close to the final capture point. I would have thought they would have dealt with that. Who knows? Who knows? Rome is definitely losing here, though. He needs to start thinking about falling back. And as you can see, balance of power. It's pretty much, it's a little bit in favor, I'd say, of the attackers. I mean, the defenders, it's not impossible for the defenders. They're just going to have to hope and pray that they've got some pretty elite stuff at the back. They got Armored Desert Hoplites, which are pretty handy. Got Thorax Pikes for Nabatea, which are going to be useful. But, I mean, I don't know how much of the... certainly Kush has got all his ammo left. They need to be wary of that. I presume Rome and Nabatea have got a fair amount of ammo left. Rome needs to get as many legionaries back as possible. Seems like Athens has all but died at the walls. Pikemen are left, but yeah, he seems to have just died all here, which I'm kind of surprised. I thought Athens was doing a good job, but it seems that Carthage just, with the grind, just works its way through. I feel like these Thorax, like the Thoros over here, you see them all dead on the ground. Probably shouldn't have defended this point. They probably should have just defended here, and like here as they did, and then just make this courtyard into a bit of a kill box. The Carthage is actually the whole fire though. Those Cretans are not going to carry on firing. Seems like they're now just clearing out the stuff on the walls. Illyrians doing their bit. So weird to see the spears do so well. They're doing really, really well. RDIs are it's a good faction. And very, if you've got low funds in a siege, certainly a faction you want to be checking out. Stardy winning on the wall as well. They are just having an absolute field. I don't know. Have an absolute feast on this wall. Put it like that. Oh, absolute field day. That's what I was trying to say. I was going to try and put like, don't know what I was going to try and say. I had a brain fart. But yeah, they are cutting down these Chotels. I mean the Chotels are now winning. But these, I bet these Stardy got plenty of kills. 136. That's pretty damn good for a Stardy. Sure, the other one's done okay as well. What's down at 50? It's got a 221. Jeez. Probably going to get more kills while this Illyrian is losing. They should probably eventually win. I wonder whether they've got anything defending around the back here, the defenders. Like, Apollo probably wants to have a look. Maybe this Cav, go and like send his Cav round, go and have a look, see what's going on. Always just going to keep scouting, just keep and have a look. Illyrian Marines coming up. They've got a lot of Javies, if I remember correctly. They're kind of like the RDI version of like Thoros Spears. I know they have their like Illyrian Thoros Spears as well. I'm pretty sure these guys are a bit more like the Thoros Spears because they're actually medium infantry, not like light spears, which is very much like the Thoros Spears. So these Marines are pretty damn nasty, and once you like chevron them up as well, they can be a real force to be reckoned with. I'm surprised he hasn't, apart from his, oh no, he's got a couple of them. I was going to say, I thought bar as general, he may just have no Illyrian Noble hoplites, but he's got plenty. He's got like 3 or 4. So it seems like we're now just waiting on the attackers to just basically sort out where they're going to attack, who's going to attack where, and prepare. It looks like, oh, here we go. Might be able to see the Cav go in though. Yeah, it looks like Paul wasn't paying attention. It looks like he's about to have his cav charge. Oh, he's dismounted his cav. What was he doing there, I wonder? He's just got charged into the flank with those Nabatean cav coming in. He's now just sending in the dismounted boys. Don't know if that's going to be better. Like, I would have thought no, but I'm not sure. Maybe just misclick. I'm going to believe it was a misclick. And there we go. We've got then Citizen Cav for Athens coming around the back, and they're just going to surround this cavalry. And that's going to probably be its fate sealed. Put it like that. That cavalry is probably very much dead. Looks like we're going to see some more Nabatean cav. Maybe, I don't know, go after Arch. Try and go find some archers. Like these lawns over here, these peltas. Maybe try and get them. Kind of being well protected by the Marines, though. Oh, or not. Or not. Here we go. It looks like these peltas may be in a bit of trouble now. I would have just held their ground, because if they throw Javies, they're probably going to get a lot of kills. Why didn't he go for them? Oh, he wants to go for the archers. He wants to go for the Royal Kushite archers, which is a much better target. Here we go. In he goes, running down his fellow Desert Kingdom. And he's going to get pinned down by the various Swiss. Look at this. Just causes an absolute hornet's nest of attackers to come over. We've got spears here. We've got cavalry. Trying to save these archers, just make sure they get out of there alive. Only 7 of them died. That's not too bad. What's going on here? Oh, they're just jabbing these hoplites. These poor hoplites getting absolutely jabby down. And I mean, these Marines have plenty of jabbies, like I said. So they'll be here for a little while, just jabbing down the poor armored hoplites. What do they do to deserve this? Absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh, yeah, get focused down. Here we go, Illyrian Marines going in. I mean, they also outnumber them. Look, just snuck through the middle of this unit here. Always a risky business forming a hoplite war, because you can just shorten your lines, and that's what he's done. If he kept his normal formation, he would have probably been fine. But he's about to just get surrounded here. These Illyrians, they won't mind this. Easy kills. These guys are going to get surrounded and killed off. Oh, there you go. Already routed. The cavalry trying to come over and support, and they actually are rear charging the Marines. They're going to rout them, so that's really good. Maybe able to save this one, but they need to get more infantry over here to do the defenders, because, well, these are Illyrian Marines. A little bit of a problem. Now I've got legionaries in here, so they should be able to do it. Hopefully these archers are out of ammo, these Cretans. It seems like Apollo is the first one in. Carthage is still taking their time. I mean, they have got probably the least amount of infantry left. No, probably Kush has the least amount of infantry left. Carthage, actually Carthage is looking okay. I thought it'd be a bit more banged up. From like, it looked like you take a lot of casualties, but not really at all. Now they're trying to get the legionaries back in position. They need to get like another unit here. It's kind of a big choke point to defend. But yeah, these Cretans won't put up much of a fight. They'll get stabbed to death by these Marines. The legionaries, they're getting ready. I mean, I would have just sent them in by this point. And here we go. Yeah, these these desert hoplites here are still holding the line. I'm going to try and flank again. They need to be careful. They don't want to allow these flanks to happen. They're just jabbing a bunch of horsemen as well. These Marines are really effective. Got the noble hoplites in there doing their bit against the armored hoplites of Nabatea. It's a vicious hoplite fight going on right now. That's a, yeah, they will probably hold for a little while, those hoplites. They seem to be doing okay. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. And we've got Axeroys going in over here. They're just going to get They're probably going to die against the shields of the legionaries. I can't imagine these guys are going to hold too well. Going to do too well, sorry. Legionaries will hold for a little while. They are obviously the men of Rome. They don't die too easy. Especially with the threat of decimation. What a brutal way to go, decimation. Even if you were innocent. Like, well, that's just your fault. Your fault for being the 10th in line. Syrian archers going in. That's a bit concerning for the defenders. They're already out of ammo. Carthage throwing his way in. And he seems to have found a gap in the line. There is a bit of a gap, but I don't know. Seems like he's slightly pulling through the unit. I feel like, I don't know. He's found a bit of a gap, but not like the biggest gap in the world. And he is now into the back lines attacking those Nabatean heavy archers. I feel like the Thoros kind of blocked it off. He's like found like a 2-man gap and pulled an entire unit through. I don't know. Hard to say. But the Thoros are losing. Which is no surprise. They are fighting heavy infantry. These Libyans doing their bit. And those Libyans in behind, they're attacking the general now. I thought it was a pike unit, but it's not. It's Thorax hoplites. We've got pikes here though. Thorax pikes. Let me just rear charge these guys. Just surround them. You'll quickly kill them off. Just put a legion unit in there quickly. The pikes coming over now to support. This is something that hopefully the defenders can use to their advantage. They've got more pikes and better pikes. Looks like pikes here kind of sucking. They're already breaking. Look at that. 120 odd men. They're breaking. Also, the Illyrians starting to break. Starting to run out of a bit of steam. Rome is trying to pull this one around. Armored legionaries. So we've got even more elite Romans here to go in. Here they are, the armored legionaries. They're sort of engaged with the noble hoplites, but not really. They'll be able to hold for a long time. Have they got any more of those? They have got another one of those. That's really, really good. Gonna need to send them in. What we got here? More pikes. Got Rhodian slingers on the wall here. I don't know what they're firing at. Oh, they're trying to fire at the Carthaginians down there, which have broken through, by the way. They've broken through this choke point. Now going after the general of Athens, and they're rear charging these Syrian archers. Okay, not a bad target, but okay. I'd flank the general, but they're about to get just dealt with by these armored legionaries, the reserves. In Senate, I can't see the Libyans stopping the armored legionaries. That legionary cohort probably wants to start doing something. I mean, the defense is starting to crumble a little bit for the defenders. Merely some Syrians holding back the lines here. They've got pikes in and everything. They're doing all sorts. There are the attackers. And there you go. They've broken through this side fully now. They're actually retreating those armored legionaries. This is the cap point, by the way. They partly lost it, I'm going to say, have the defenders, because there is so many Carthaginians in here now. Just need to rear charge his thorax. There you go. Samurai's going in. Nabatean heavy archers trying to do their bit, trying to get some rear shots. Not a bad idea, but they need more infantry to the defenders. They are losing it. Focusing on these peltas, I would not worry about them too much. More worry about all the Carthaginians now sitting in your base. Romans with their elite discipline should hold for a while, I would hope. Legion cohort here, won't mess around. Armored legionaries, they're still ready to go in. I'm saying thorax, they're doing their bit. They need to reform this lineup, cut Carthage off. If they can cut Carthage out, like if they could just form a line here, then the defenders may be able to deal with these 1 or 2 like straight Carthaginian units like lingering around. They've got some free Romans still. Not many though. They've got a general here trying to do his bit. He's actually just got a decent charge off on those Samnites. He's just popped an ability. You know what? Oh, and these Illyrians are losing. The Illyrian noble hoplites are losing. There is hope, you know. There's hope. Rome holding these streets here. Illyrian hoplites don't seem to be up to the match though. We've got pikes now coming in. They have actually put. Look at this. They pushed Carthage out of the like the settlement here. They cut down all these units. Now the pikes are forcing back Carthage, and Carthage is gonna have to focus down this pike unit. Hopefully Rome's got some ammo to deal with these Cretans. Now Paul is bringing around his Illyrians. He's going to try and come in here, but Nabatea's like, nope, I'm shutting the door. The pikes are down, the door's shut, there's no room in the inn. Alexandria will not be taken today. And Ballaspar's not really changed, which is a little bit worrying for the defenders, though. You need to push it back a little bit. Pike's really pushing forward. Look at this, they have no choice. Either they retreat or they push forward. They chose push forward. Maybe fatal. Probably will be because it was a 100-man unit. It's not down to 45 or something. It's even less than that, 41. That's all that's holding that side. I mean, the general obviously could get sent in, but it's not much. It's not much. Given time, Rome will be knocked back as well through here. Surprised these Kushite pikes doing as well as they are. Pike versus pike, it's just a big old stick fight. Quite literally. Just who's got the biggest and longest stick. There you go, the Kushite pike's gone. And it seems like look, a lot of stuff retreating for the attackers, but it doesn't matter because Carthage is in it, as inevitable as it was. Carthage is in with his general. He's going to rout probably most of these archers. And they don't seem to have anything left. Everything seems to be committed. King Pascal over here routing the mercenary axe warriors. They just need to the pikes as well. They're just going to shoot stuff. They can't kill the pikes. Just easy to shoot them. Yeah, Carthage, I mean, these archers are pretty decent in combat, but who knows? I don't think they're going to beat heavy infantry. Cut these boys down like butter. Hot knife and through butter. Yeah, they need to try and retake the point. I don't think they will, though. There's too many Carthaginians on it, and they're going to rear charge these Romans. The Romans have fought so hard here. They're still winning. These armored legionaries just... They're tanks. Literal tanks. I mean, they do kind of look like one of the most armored things ever like walking the earth at the moment, to be honest. But they're like the cataphracts of infantry. And they kind of are referred to as cataphract infantry in DEI. Nabatea is still, you know, they're cleaning up Carthage at a massive cost, though. And there is this unit over here that Paulo might want to just send in. These Illyrian hoplites here just standing here. And then might want to just try and get in these Marines as well. These like little units. Just get them in. Flank them. We've got to try and stretch these lines. It is coming down to the wire, though. Got the Illyrian general now up here. He's having to face the legionaries. Living infantry. Fighting the Rakim Palace Guard. They may lose a general there, you know. There you go. Paulo's finally mobilized these guys. Don't know where he's going to go and sit them. Put them on this, sure we can't put them in this tower. I mean, I think the archers can certainly go them. I presume infantry can as well. Do a bit of house-to-house fighting. Athens is still throwing in their general. Their general's been here ages. Oh, they're just fighting archers, aren't they? Slingers, slave slingers. Yeah, they're not gonna be worried about those slave slingers. Axe warriors coming forward again. These legionaries, man. They're absolute tanks. They're going to hold for a little while. And as you can see, Carthage is back inside the settlement. And he's got his allies now. Apollo's been running around and this Nabatean Thorax Pike's been chasing him. Athens might want to send his general over there. Don't know what they're doing with the tower, but I mean, they need to get these get this general moving. Got these armored legionaries that just rout all those slingers. They're able to turn around and deal with the Carthaginians, but well, they actually might rout them. But yeah, these Illyrian noble hoplites, I'm sure, is going to beeline straight for these legionaries. Yeah. Them like hiding behind the building. See the archers here as well. These legionaries are starting to lose, so they might finally give in. There you go, they're about to die, I think. It's on a drop. 65. And there you go, you can see Nabatea is starting to break. They need the Athenian troops, but it's going to be, I think, too little too late. Balance power is shifting even more in favor of the attackers. And there you go. Oh, Nabatea's rallied. Rome's starting to waver. No surprise there, being surrounded by angry Illyrians. These bloody legionaries, I mean, they're fighting for their lives right now. They know there's no way out. It looks like... Well, no, they've routed this unit. This Illyrian hoplite routing 108 men. Jeez, that's unfortunate. They spent so much money on these guys. They rout so early. Rome, though, is starting to break, so it may not matter. Imagine if it was really close and that happened. 108 men, they break. They're exhausted, in fairness. Here we go. Looks like Rhodian slingers and the general. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be all that's gonna hold now. I mean, they could take the point and then they could just kind of entrench, and it doesn't really matter because Athens has just not got enough. I imagine army losses might start coming in soon. I don't know. These pikes are still causing a havoc. They need to turn and face. If they can kill Apollo's general, they might have a chance. Kush has not really got much in the way of infantry. They need a chain route. They desperately need a chain route from the attackers, which I can't see them getting. The pikes are being surrounded. It's a sad death for the pikes. Sad death indeed. There you go. Pikes are gonna break after they just broken the peltasts. On the slingers of the Cretan archers, they're going to rout the Balearic slingers. The battle of the century, that is. Who's got the greatest skirmishes? It's Thorax hoplites here. I mean, I don't know what they're holding here. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's a choke point, but you've got to actually hold here. This is where the point is. And it looks like, well, pretty much that the attackers are going to win. I mean, it was a tough start for them. Apollo seemed to do okay on his side. seemed to like be able to flank in with his Thoros spears and do some damage. Over on this side, I felt like Carthage just was going to lose so much troops. I mean, but in the end, it was actually Athens. Athens just like lost most of his army here, as far as like his skirmishers and his gen. Rome did okay, really like not destroyed, but like did a lot of damage to all of Kush's infantry. Did a really nice job there. There you go, a costly victory. But yeah, it was a pretty nice siege battle. A Pyrrhic victory indeed for the attackers. Was a really close one. But yeah, we'll quickly go over some of the like the unit kill or like the kills. We got like not Epic Gamer here who sent this one in. His like slingers here getting 297 kills, basically 300 kills, really nice. His Cretan archers 178. His Libyan infantry getting 308 kills, really good here. His Gallic warriors getting 151. His Italian swords getting 155. Samnite warriors getting 109. I feel like these lowered, like these mercenary units, like did not do that great, but they actually did pretty damn well. Yeah, Samnite's getting 190. Scutiari not doing so well. And then we've got Halo Alloy, Allo. I don't know how you say that really. I do apologize. I'm definitely just pronouncing that just terribly, and I probably someone's like, it's like this, you idiot. But you've got Kushite archers here with 138 kills, not too bad. His pikes, even though like saying the Kushite pikes aren't that great, 355 for kills for this one. Wow, very nice. Shota warriors, yeah, kind of like some of them did well, some of them just did not have a good time on the walls. 227, the best one though, did pretty well. And then we got Pixelated Apollo, who's playing as RDI. His general getting 103 kills. His Cav, yeah, unfortunately did not like get that very great kills because he got like ambushed by the enemy Cav. Peltas getting 116 kills, not too bad. His Slave Singers, I mean, for the cost, 70 kills, can't complain there. Illyrian Marines getting 241, really good kills there. His Illyrian Noble Hoplites, 172 kills. His Thoros Spears doing all that flanking, getting 145. And then his Mercenary Axe Warriors did really well, 228 kills, very nice. Then we go on to the defenders. We have Long Nightmare here, who's playing as Rome. His Barrel Slingers doing equally as well as Not Epic Gamers, getting 296 kills. His Archers getting 180 kills. His Armored Legionaries, which are absolute tanks in that battle, 321 kills, very good. His Legionary Cohort, 104, 180, some good kills there. His Auxiliary Spears, you know what, I was questioning bringing them, but they did okay. They did their job. They didn't get many kills, but they just held stuff on the walls for like his archers to do really well. And his Hastati, getting 223 kills, the best one. There's some good kills there for those Hastati. They're really cheap and very effective. And then we've got a Templar Knight who's playing as Nabatea, 166 kills with his Rakim Palace Guard. His Cav doing 89 kills, not too bad. His Archers 180. His Hoplites 130 kills. His Axe Warriors getting 116, and his Pikes 265. Then we have Pefko here playing as Athens, 224 kills with Thorax. Hoplites is very good. His Citizen Cav did well, 183 kills. His Cretan Archers 290 kills. His Slingers 140. His Pikes 148. His Thorax Swords getting 156. And his Thoros Spears getting 163, the best one there. So it gives some good kills, to be fair, did Athens. So really well done to all of the players. For a really epic siege to check out and show you guys. I hope you did enjoy. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support as well. If you want to send in your own replays, feel free to join the Discord. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.